Hello and welcome to The Aligned Singer. I am so excited that you're here. I'm your host, Sarah Hockey. I'm a professional classical soprano. I'm a voice teacher with an expertise in building your vocal technique, and I'm your bel canto bestie, here to help you connect the dots from wherever you are now to wherever you're dreaming of going. On today's episode, we are talking about a really simple yet super powerful three-part framework that I've personally used many times along my career journey, and a lot of my students have used to get really exceptional results in my career and theirs as well. And I am so pumped to share this with you. I cannot wait to see what this does for your craft, for your pursuit of your career. This is going to be bananas. So let's dive in. I'm so excited. What I want you to do first is actually do a little imagination game. So I want you to think, if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, you can do that. Think and imagine up the things that you want for your singing. What is it that you want to do with your voice? What kind of opportunities are you dreaming of having? Now, I want you to think of that with the word have. This is the stuff that I want to have for my singing. Just for fun, let's do it for your personal life as well. What is the stuff that you want to have? It could be material items or non-material, like relationships, connections, feelings, that's outside of your singing life. Just think of that for a second. Probably a few came to mind, right? It did for me. So that's the have. This is what I want to have in my singing. Now, that's the place we get to start. This is such a fun exercise to teach. So oftentimes when we're pursuing, let's just say our career, but it also applies to the rest of your life. When you're pursuing your career, you can often be like, I want XYZ opportunity. How can I get it? What I'm about to teach you flips it on its head. This is simple but radical. And if you are looking to change the game so that you can get to where you want to go simpler, easier, faster, and have a more pleasant experience while you do it, this is a great tool for you. Man, I'm so pumped about this. I've been thinking about this for days. So imagine that stuff that you want to have. Now we're going to ask ourselves a series of questions. Usually what happens is when there's stuff that we want to have, we think, well, what do I need to do to get there? Let's think of a target for a second. Think of a little target board like a dartboard. In the center of it, you might say, this is the stuff I want to have. And then you go out and you're like, well, what do I need to do to get there? That's the next bigger circle out. Now, that's only 2 circles, but there's really 3 circles if we flip the script on this and think about it differently. I want you to flip this upside down and say, who do I need to be in order to receive XYZ opportunities? So let's backtrack for a second. In the beginning of the episode, I asked you to close your eyes or just take a moment to think of the things you want to have. Call those back up in your memory. It was just a minute ago, so think of those things again. I'm sure they're like burning a hole in you, right? Now, what if instead of just asking yourself, what do I need to do to get there? What if you started to ask yourself and put this in the center of these 3 concentric circles? What if you actually asked yourself, who do I need to be? Who do I need to become in order to receive the stuff that I want to have? So now put that at the center. Who do I need to be in order to receive this? And then outside of that, what would a person like that do to receive it? And then you receive the things that you want to have. It seems so simple, but it's so powerful because oftentimes when we're in pursuit of our dreams for singing, we're just asking ourselves, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get there? Instead of us asking ourselves, who do I need to be to get there? Throughout my daily life, who do I need to be? Who do I need to be deep inside myself? What things do I need to believe about myself in order to get there? Man, as I explain this to you, I'm flooded with thoughts of how much this has truly changed my life. It changed my whole life. It changed the whole game in my singing career. So think of it as a target. In the center is the word be. Outside of that is the word do. Outside of that is the word have. Be, do, and have, right? Who do I need to be in order to receive these things? And what would a person like that do in order to receive those things? So in order to really understand the power of this and how it could really change the game for you in your singing, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how I've used this in my own life years ago that changed everything. I'm telling you, the person I am talking to you right now came about because of the seeds that were planted when I did this exercise. That's how powerful I believe this is for you. I'm going to give you an example about my morning routine. So for years, we're talking like 5-6 years, I would complain that I didn't have a morning routine. I was fussing about it. I was blooping and moaning about it. I was going around, well, this and that. It's like, oh, it's my boyfriend that keeps me up. Oh, it's my gigs that keep me up. I was really crabbing about this a lot because I knew I wanted to have, think about our 3-part framework. I wanted to have a morning ritual and morning routine that supported my success, the kind of success I wanted to have in my career. I also knew at that time in my life that I was best in the morning. There wasn't stressful interruptions. Nobody was bothering me. I never had rehearsal early in the morning, all of that stuff. And my energy level, my voice, my craft, my mental clarity was the best early in the morning. But I could not wake up in the morning. I was so tired because who was I being? Think about the inner circle, the being. I was being a person at that time in my career that said yes to tons of different kinds of gigs. And it was great to have a bunch of different experiences, but there came a point where I knew I was saying yes to stuff that was not my true calling. I was like, why am I at rehearsal for this XYZ gig when I know I have XYZ in my heart to bring forward? And the rehearsal lasted till 9:30 at night, and I'm not getting home till 10:30. I'm taking the subway home because I was living in Manhattan with these bright fluorescent lights over my head. I was freaking wired when I got home. I couldn't go to bed till not 10. 11, midnight, sometimes after midnight. And then of course in rehearsals, not that I regret this, I totally don't, but I also was aware that sometimes I would go out after that 9:30 end time with friends and drinking and then take the bright subway home and then get home super late at night. And I was like, this ain't it. This is not it. If I want my dreams that now I'm clear about to come true for the way I'm using my voice, the gigs that I'm pursuing, I'm going to have to figure out a way to get to bed earlier. And this and this and this and this and this is interfering with that. Do you see how this tracks? I realized that I was being the kind of person that did stuff that was not exactly in alignment for my greater goal for my career and what I came here to do with my voice. So I'm wondering if this brings up some sparks for you. What I realized I had to do, and it took a while to do, but was to start to transform the way I was working to a way that was more aligned. Hey, this is the Aligned Singer podcast. Like, hello, I'm all about inner alignment and vocal alignment. I was like, things are going to have to shift. And now, where I'm sitting now in my life, it looks completely different. It's so aligned. Of course, every morning I do my morning routine, and sometimes I have to remind myself, there was a time that I couldn't do this. I had to sleep in because I'm out super late, kind of doing gigs that aren't like that aligned and blah, 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 complaining. I mean, the amount of years that I complained. If there's something in your life that you're complaining about and you realize you've complained about it for like 3 years, 2 years, it needs to be addressed, my friend. It needs to be addressed because it's blocking your success, obviously, right? Maybe it's not so obvious, but it's obvious to me, and I want to mentor you and facilitate your growth. So I'm going to give you one more example about how I use this Be Do Have framework to make a change in my life. So there was a time in my career where I had this like huge size sticky note up on my wall, a bunch of them, because I wanted to manifest things in my career. And there were names of certain conductors that I wanted to work with, certain organizations, etc., on this huge sticky note that I'd like brought forth over the time of the new year. And I saw those things and I was like, I knew the Be Do Have framework. So I was like, I see. Instead of just reaching directly for what I want to have, let me ask myself, let me reflect inwards. What kind of person do I need to be in order to receive those opportunities? And I realized I need to be the kind of person who, at the time, this is the stuff I was thinking, sings exceptionally well, has opportunities to sing solo so that I can either send these people recordings of that or invite them to my performances if they live in New York City where I was living. I need to be the kind of person that has the kind of embodied confidence that I reach out to these people and let them know the projects that I'm working on. And at that time, I was not being that kind of person. I knew I had these dreams to collaborate in these different ways, but I was going about it haphazardly or being like, well, maybe I'll audition for XYZ thing and like maybe they'll somehow be involved, rather than going, oh, I can just do these opportunities and involve these really important people to me in it and then collaborate with them. And guess what? I did. Oh my gosh, especially that list that I'm thinking about, that particular sticky note, when I changed the game and was like, who do I need to be? Oh, more confident about my singing. Oh, I need to address X, Y, and Z kinds of like blocks that I had in my mindset, the inner work that we talk about here. I need to do some inner work on this stuff because I'm not being that person. I'm being the kind of person that's like, oh no, like maybe I'll do this other thing, or maybe, and I'm avoiding it. As soon as I started to shift that over time, it took a few months, those opportunities started to come in. One in particular was there's this producer in New York City that I really wanted to work with. She's somebody that I respect and admire. And when I made these shifts, surprise, surprise, all of a sudden a collaboration with her was presented, and it's one of the favorite things that I ever did in my career. The composer for that won the Pulitzer Prize. I mean, it was an incredible opportunity, an incredible piece of art that I got to be a part of because I did this Be, Do, Have framework. I'm going to give you another example, and it's a singing example. So this one, it's hard. Because let me tell you, before I tell you what it is, I was a really bad auditioner for a really long time. I was such an uptight, anxious person. I was so nervous during auditions. But here's the thing. I would write down, I want to have this opportunity and I want to have this role and I want to be able to work with this person. I wanted to have all that stuff on this outer rim of the Be Do Have circle, this Be Do Have framework. And I had to go, oh, I'm being the kind of person who's a shaky auditioner or a bad auditioner. Listen, I have bombed so many auditions in my 20s. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing to admit. But I had to go, oh, I need to become the kind of person who auditions with ease and confidence and joy to share what I can do with these people. I need to become good at auditioning in order to receive the kinds of opportunities that I wanted to have. And that is so powerful. You can't stop there. You cannot stop there. Oh, I need to become a good auditioner. End. No, that's not the end. You have to fill in this middle circle in these concentric circles, the do. I was like, oh, well, what do I need to learn? What do I need to do to become the type of person who presents herself well in auditions? Oh, I need to find mentorship and education and training around this so that I can approve. I needed to, I'll give you examples that I actually did. I need to take audition workshop in my acting studio, which was a musical theater acting studio at the time. But it's the only thing that existed. I was like the one classical singer in there, but whatever. I learned how to become a great auditioner through that. Oh, I need to get this book that I heard of on auditioning. Oh, I need to do some visualizations, some meditations, some creative visualization like athletes do around the audition. Oh, I need to do, this one was a good one, and I learned it from a friend watching her do it before an audition. I was like, oh, I need to not just chit chat with people that I'm acquainted with right before the audition. I need to give myself a second to get in the zone. Oh, I need to have warmed up really well beforehand. And the commute from my apartment to wherever the audition is, oh, I kind of get unraveled because I'm a little nervous and I'm like taking the subway and it gets my energy in not the right place. So I either need to take, like at the time it wasn't even that expensive. It was like 10, 15 bucks for the cab to wherever I was going from my apartment. And I was like, I need to either take a cab or even better, I highly recommend this. I was like, I need to find 30 minutes in a practice room nearby where I can get back in the zone, or maybe even in the same building, get back in the zone for my audition, then get in, let my people and acquaintances and friends know, I just need to breathe, I'm getting in the zone, and do the audition. Do you see how this works? I had to realize I want to have opportunities. Well, these opportunities require me to audition, which I didn't like doing because I was really bad at it. And I had to go, okay, who do I need to become? Who do I need to be in order to do the thing, the audition, well, to actually be considered for this stuff? And then all of a sudden, this like flood of, oh, and let me tell you, the universe is on your side. You will start to hear about books and resources and mentors and a class, whether it's online or in person, that you can take to be able to learn this skill that you need to learn for you, whatever you want to have in your career. Oh, that was a game changer, right? Think of all those things in the do category that I just listed that presented themselves to me where I was like, oh, right, there's an audition workshop in this studio. Oh, there's a master class so I can get up on my feet and experience those nerves and be good while I'm experiencing the nerves. Have some nurturing experiences around this. Oh, right, there are practice rooms. Oh, I see. My energy unravels on the commute. What can I do in the do category to be grounded and be in the zone? Man, if you do this for yourself, it is going to change the game. I am so pumped for you. I can't wait for you to be like how I'm going to pick up the phone, except it's Instagram. Sarah, can you believe this? I did blah, 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 blah. I can't believe it. I'll be like, believe it. This stuff works like hotcakes. Oh, I love it so much. I've got one more example. This one's great. So, for me, if you listen to the first episode of The Aligned Singer, you understand where I came from. It's like shocking that I have the success that I have with where I started from, vocally speaking. Oh my God. So let's go back to that time. There might be something that you want to have, like, I want to be able to sing this one scene from this one character in this one show and be able to like record that, make a demo, put it on my website, audition with it, etc. Put it out there, put it on your Instagram, put it on your TikTok, put it on your whatever we invent next for this stuff. But I can't sing this one phrase. It's got the, it's in my passaggio, meaning that weird squirrely transition where it goes, the high note, it's never that good. Oh, it's inconsistent. Or like, oh, I can't do this because my mix sound is like not there. Oh no, I'm thinking musical theater. There might be something in your voice that you're like, I can't do this thing. I can't have this thing that I want to have in my skill set, because I need to be the kind of person that has that in order to get the opportunities and put this song out there, put this role out there. Then you can fill in this middle category of be, do, have. What do I need to do in order to get there? And answers will arrive. This one's simple. Usually it means what you need to do is find a mentor, usually a voice teacher, somebody like me that has an expertise in building technique and can help you adjust your instrument so that then that's finally in your wheelhouse. I know the journey of doing it is not that simple, but really it's like, oh, I see. I haven't been, this, don't even get me started. In the do category, oh, I don't vocalize every day. I don't try to align my instrument every day. Maybe what I need to do is, let's say you have a great voice teacher that you love. Oh, I need to go back to the recordings of those lessons and vocalize or warm up in that way in order to adjust my voice so that I can actually do the thing. If you're not vocalizing, like, hello, that's the thing you need to do. Or if you don't have a voice teacher or mentor for your singing, hello, that's what we need to do. But sometimes it actually takes us doing this framework, writing it on a piece of paper so that we go, oh my gosh, the answer is so simple. It doesn't have to be this long, like lifelong journey of what do I need to do. It can be that simple. I hope this is starting to click for you. So think again about what you want to have in your singing career, or maybe in your whole life, your personal life included. I'm going to give you one more example. So for as long as I can remember, we're talking about from childhood, I wanted to have a house. I wanted to have my own house, not be in a rental, not have somebody else call the shots. I wanted to have my own house, but I had no idea how to get there. I certainly wasn't making the money to get there for many, many years. And I started to use this be, do, have framework. I was like, oh, I can't just keep complaining about this. If I want to get it, I'm actually going to have to shift something. Darn, because the complaining was the easy way, right? It's so embarrassing to say, but it's so true. And guess what? Where am I sitting now? I'm sitting in my home office, which I never conceived of even having. I never imagined having a home office. Are you kidding me? I lived in a freaking studio apartment on the Upper West Side. Oh my gosh, a home office. I had a home office corner at that time. My friends can attest to this. So I'm in my home office now. What did I have to actually become to receive this kind of thing that I wanted? Like I said, since I was a kid. So I had to go, well, I probably can't, we're talking about New York City, so I probably can't take Ubers and cabs all the time and eat out for every meal if I want to be able to be the kind of person that has the saving to be able to buy a home. And let me tell you, that was a long journey, and we'll talk about the finances of that another day because I'm super passionate about helping you with that as well. But I had to start to address like, oh, maybe I need to take some gigs that pay a little bit more. Or if I'm passionate about something and taking something that doesn't pay much because it's a passion project of mine, let me make sure I'm doing other things in my life to balance that out, whatever side hustle there might be, etc. Oh, here's another one. This one was hard to face, let me tell you. I was like, I want to have a house. I want to buy a house. This is so many years before I actually bought this house that I started working on this. It took a while for me to build up to it, but I was like, oh, I probably can't be the kind of person who ignores her budget, or literally has no budget, or has no idea how to do a budget, or pretends like everything is going to be okay. Because after, 10, 15 years of this, I was like, yeah, it's not coming. Because I'm not being the kind of person who gives myself self-care in this way and learns how to do this. I had to be the kind of person who did have the bravery to learn how to do that stuff and learn how to work with my finances in a way that I could make some room to save up for a house. And guess what? Here I am in this house. So all that to say, this be, do, have framework, what do I want to have is the result. What do I need to do there is how we connect the dots to it, but who do I need to be in order to receive these things that I want to have? That is truly the key. So I would invite you, upon listening to this episode of The Aligned Singer, to, if you dare, take a moment. Maybe it's this evening after you hear this. Maybe you have a little break between auditions or rehearsals or class or something like this to actually write pen and paper or voice note. I love voice noting. You and I probably have very active throat chakra because we are singers. Voice note and journal with pen and paper about what it is you want to have in all areas of your life. You don't have to just relegate it to your singing life. And then ask yourself, what kind of person do I need to be or become in order to receive those things? And the answers are maybe simple. It's not that it's so out there that you can become that person. It could be actually very fast for you. But you have to go, what kind of person do I need to be in order to receive these things that I'm longing for, yet don't have in my life yet? And if you're brave enough to ask that question and actually do the homework that I'm giving you, do the voice noting, the voice note with a friend that you really, really trust who's in your corner, or journaling about it, you're gonna excavate some things that may need to shift in your life. And you can shift at your own pace. You don't have to burn the boats. You don't have to burn your life to the ground today to get there. That'd probably be traumatic anyway, so I don't recommend it. But you can start to go, oh, there's this thing that I'm not embodying or becoming that I need to actually embody and become, to become the type of person that's available to receive this opportunity or this item or this quality in my life that I want to have. It's so powerful. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to hear this, how this resonates with you. I would love it if you journal on it, if you take a picture of the page. I won't read it unless you want me to, but take a picture and send it to me on Instagram. I would love to see the types of things, especially that you want to have. That helps me help you. So let me know. I'm over on Instagram. It's me who runs my account. My studio manager, nobody helps me with it. It's just me doing it myself. I read every message. I read and respond to every single comment. I love hearing from you. I love connecting with you there. So that's at Voice Teacher Sarah. And I can't wait to see how this resonates with you. Let me know. I'm so pumped for you. Now, before I let you go, I just want to remind you, the point of all this is for you to keep singing. You came here for a reason. You have your gift, your voice, for a reason. It's not meant to be buried. It's not meant to be hard and for you to quit. This transformation that you're undergoing, doing this type of work that we're doing here in the Aligned Singer, this is meant to clear the path, to make it easy for you to share your gift with the world. We need it so bad. We need your voice. We need your craft. We need your presence on stage. We need to hear you sing. So keep singing. I believe in you completely, undoubtedly, in your success and your ability to do what you came here to do. I cannot wait to connect with you next time on The Aligned Singer. Bye for now.